We're counting down the 10 most terrifying creatures lurking in the ocean's darkest depths. From tiny predators with outsized fangs to nightmare giants armed with glowing lures and hooked tentacles, these bizarre animals have evolved to survive. Crushing pressure, absolute darkness, and constant hunger. Which monster reigns as the ocean's ultimate terror? Let's begin at number 10. Number 10 is the Fangtooth Fish, a palm-sized predator with teeth so oversized they cannot fit inside its own mouth. In the crushing dark, in depths between 200 and 2,000 meters, this fish's fangs are nearly 1/3 the width of its skull. Each tooth slots into special sockets on either side of the brain case, a bizarre adaptation just to keep the fish from stabbing itself. Lacking a swim bladder, the fangtooth survives where most bones would snap, and waits motionless for anything edible to drift close. At just 15 centimeters long, it is proof that in the deep sea, the most nightmarish bite does not always come from the biggest jaws. Number 9. The giant Isopod. This creature is the size of a dinner plate, resembling an insect as it crawls through the darkness, its body armored with overlapping shells. These deep-sea scavengers prowl the ocean floor at depths between 500 and 2,140 meters, searching for anything edible: fish carcasses, fallen squid, even the remains of whales. Some individuals grow to more than 40 centimeters, dwarfing their shallow water relatives. Their segmented armor and jointed legs allow them to hunker down and wait, protected from anything that might try to take a bite. In the world of the abyss, food is rare. A giant isopod can survive more than 5 years without eating, slowing its metabolism to a crawl until the next feast arrives. Number 8 is the Goblin Shark, a living fossil armed with one of the most bizarre hunting tools in the ocean. Its flattened snout, nearly 1/3 of its head, is packed with electroreceptors that sense the faintest signals from hidden prey. Lurking along continental slopes between 300 and 1,200 meters deep, the Goblin Shark drifts in near silence. When a fish or squid gets close, its jaws launch forward in a split-second strike, snapping up the target before it can react. This ballistic jaw can shoot out faster than a blink, capturing meals in the pitch-black water where sight is useless. The Goblin Shark's combination of stealth, sensory precision, and lightning-fast jaws makes it a true ambush predator of the deep. At number 7, the deep Sea Anglerfish wields a living lantern, unlike anything else in the ocean. Hanging from a modified spine on its head, the glowing lure pulses with blue-green light. But this is not magic. It is a colony of symbiotic bacteria sealed inside a fleshy bulb called the esca. These microbes produce light without draining the anglerfish's energy, a perfect partnership in a world where every calorie counts. Prey drawn to the glow drift closer, unaware of the enormous jaws waiting in the shadows. With a single snap, the anglerfish swallows victims nearly as large as itself. Most are never seen again. Females can reach 18 centimeters, but the males are tiny, fusing to the female's body and living as permanent parasites. In the silent dark between 500 and 3,000 meters, this bioluminescent deception turns the hunter's hunger into a weapon of light. Number 6. The Gulper Eel is a master of transformation in the deep. Its body stretches to less than 20 centimeters, but its mouth can balloon to nearly 40 times its resting size. This is not just for show. The Gulper Eel's jaw unhinges and expands into a massive scoop, creating a pressure drop that vacuums in anything unlucky enough to drift nearby. At depths between 700 and 3,300 meters, where food is scarce and meals are rare, this extreme gape lets the eel swallow prey even larger than itself. After a successful catch, it can go days or even weeks without eating again, relying on slow digestion to survive the famine that follows each feast. A photophore glows at the tip of its whip-like tail, luring curious creatures toward the waiting maw. In the deep sea, survival means being ready for anything, and the Gulper Eel's expanding mouth is one of the most spectacular feeding machines ever evolved. Number 5 is the frilled shark, a creature that looks like it swam straight out of the age of dinosaurs. Its body stretches long and eel-like, with 6 pairs of gill slits edged by frilly margins, giving it a name that hints at its ancient roots. Hidden in the darkness between 600 and 1,200 meters deep, the frilled shark rarely crosses paths with humans. Its mouth is lined with more than 300 recurved, needle-sharp teeth arranged in 25 rows. Each tooth is perfectly shaped to trap slippery prey like squid, preventing any chance of escape once caught. Fossils nearly identical to today's frilled shark date back more than 80 million years, a testament to how little this design has changed. Slow to grow and slow to reproduce, females may carry their young for as long as 3.5 years before giving birth. The frilled shark's survival is a story written in deep time, its needle teeth and ancient silhouette unchanged while the world above has transformed. Number 4 is the vampire squid, a creature whose very name evokes vampire squid from hell. In the oxygen-starved waters from 600 to 1,000 meters, this animal drifts almost motionless, conserving energy where few others can survive. When threatened, it unfurls a dark velvet cloak of webbing called the patagium that stretches between its arms, transforming its silhouette into a billowing cape. But spectacle alone is not its only defense. The vampire squid releases a cloud of sticky, glowing mucus packed with bioluminescent compounds. This dazzling display leaves would be predators blinded by bursts of blue light, while the squid vanishes into the darkness. Unlike other squids, it does not rely on ink or speed. Its gelatinous body and low oxygen tolerance, paired with a slow metabolism, are perfectly suited for the low oxygen zones of the deep ocean, making dramatic escape its signature move. The vampire squid's eerie name and unique glowing defense earn it a place among the ocean's most unforgettable defenders. Number 3 is the colossal squid, a creature so rarely seen that most of what we know comes from the remains found in the stomachs of sperm whales. In 2007, a fishing vessel off Antarctica hauled up a colossal squid weighing 495 kilograms, its mantle and arms stretching over 4 meters, with eyes nearly 38 centimeters across, the largest in the animal kingdom. Living from 1,000 to 2,200 meters deep in the Southern Ocean, the colossal squid is built for life in freezing darkness. Its most fearsome weapons are the tentacles, each lined with swiveling, razor-sharp hooks. These hooks can rotate, gripping and tearing into the flesh of prey or rival squid. Scars found on the heads of sperm whales tell the story of epic battles, where 2 giants of the deep clash far beyond the reach of sunlight. The colossal squid's size and arsenal of rotating hooks make it not just a legend, but one of the ocean's true apex predators. Number 2 is the black dragonfish, a predator so well adapted to darkness it is almost invisible to its own prey. Hanging from its chin is a slender barbell tipped with a red bioluminescent bulb. In the deep ocean, nearly all creatures see only blue or green light, but the dragonfish's lure glows red, a wavelength most cannot detect. This is a private hunting channel, a signal in the dark that only the dragonfish can see. Females reach up to 25 centimeters, and they drift between 700 and 1,900 meters, their bodies long and shadow black. When an unsuspecting fish or shrimp nears the glow, the dragonfish's transparent fangs flash into view, needle-like and perfectly clear, designed to pierce and hold. The jaws snap shut with surgical precision. Deep in the water column, the dragonfish rises each night, following vertical migrations of prey. Males are tiny, barely a tenth the size of females, and they lack the glowing lure and the teeth. In the world of the black dragonfish, light itself becomes a weapon, one only the hunter can wield. Number 1 is the giant Pacific sleeper shark, an ancient shadow that drifts through the North Pacific's coldest depths. Reaching up to 7 meters in length, this massive predator moves with a silence that defies its size, gliding between 300 and 2,000 meters below the surface. Unlike the monsters of legend, most of its life remains hidden from science. Tagging studies have tracked only a handful of individuals, and almost nothing is known about their daily routines. Eye-lens radiocarbon analysis hints at lifespans that could stretch from 150 to possibly 400 years, making these sharks some of the longest-lived vertebrates on Earth. Their diet is a mystery. Stomach contents reveal fish, cephalopods, and even marine mammals. But debate rages over whether the sleeper shark is a stealthy hunter or a patient scavenger, feeding on whatever the deep offers. With so few direct observations, every encounter raises more questions. In the vast, freezing dark, the giant Pacific sleeper shark remains a living enigma, proof that the ocean's greatest terrors are often the ones we know the least about. Across all 10 creatures, one truth emerges. In the deep sea, survival demands extremes. Every adaptation is a response to relentless darkness and pressure. These nightmares are not just monsters, they are proof that life thrives by transforming fear into power. The abyss remains Earth's ultimate frontier.